Hi all, I'm back. We're in the textbook Adobe InDesign Revealed Creative Cloud by Chris Botello, and we will be starting on page 8-12. And we want to do a file and open, and we are going to open the file 8-3. And then we're going to do a file save as. We're going to save this as custom strokes underscore your name and save. All right, we're going to open the stroke panel. In fact, first, as you can tell, my desktop gets a little messy with different panels and so forth that I've been working with. So if yours is the same, you can always go up to Essentials and do Reset Essentials, and it will put everything back in its appropriate place, hopefully. This library should be back over there as well. And then I'm going to do a Command 0, and that will fit the document into my document window so I can more easily see what we're working with. Then we're going to open the stroke panel, and if you don't see it here, which mine is, but remember if yours isn't, you can always go under Window and down to Stroke, and that will then bring up that panel as well. All right, we are going to click the stroke panel options button. I'm going to pull this out here so you can see it a little bit better. The options button here is in the far right hand corner, and we are going to pull up stroke styles, and then we're going to click new. We're designing a custom dash stroke now, and so we're going to type custom dash stroke in the name text box. Then we're going to verify that the dash is listed in the type tool, which it is. We're going to select the value in the pattern length text box, and that would be 0.5. Excuse me. Goodness. And press tab. Oh, that says it's invalid, so invalid. Pattern length. So let me see what I've done wrong here. Oh, I was in the pattern length, right? Okay, let's see if this is what we're supposed to do. It's supposed to be 0.5, but I'm just clicking through it till I got too tired to do that and then hit tab. It's still telling me it's an invalid. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to have to figure this out. All right, not quite sure why it wasn't working, but as soon as I put you on hold for a moment, it did work. So it says pattern length 0.5. And then it says something a little bit unusual. It says when you press tab, the value in the length text box might change to 0.25. If it does, you can skip step 6. Well, mine didn't. So we're going to select the value in the length text box. And we're going to type 0.25. And then you want to compare your dialog box to figure 21 or mine on the screen. So you have in the length box 0.25, you have pattern length 0.5, you'll see the preview weight at 5, and everything else seems to be the same as figure 21. All right, so now we're going to click anywhere in the white space in the ruler to the right of the black dash to add a new dash. You're going to type 0.35 in the start text box. And then you're going to type 0.1 in the length text box. and hit Tab. And then note the change in the preview window and the dialog box. See the change in the dialog box, and then click OK. And now we've created a new dash stroke style using the new stroke style dialog box. Click OK. And you'll see that this has been added then to the bottom of this panel in our stroke panel under Type. Now we're going to create new in the stroke styles dialog box again. I guess I shouldn't have clicked new. And we're going to type in custom stripe style. And then we're going to click the type list arrow. And we're going to click stripe. Now we're going to select the value in the width text box. All right, sorry, just took me a second to figure out what we're doing here. 50 and hit Tab. And then as shown in figure 23, the top stripe doubles in width as noted by the highlighted triangle here. And then you can also see this in the preview box. Now we're going to drag the triangle at the 50% mark up until the value in the width text box reads 35%. So you're going to click and drag this up until it says 35, which is right about there. You're going to click anywhere in the white space between the two stripes to add a third stripe. And then we're going to select the contents of the start box, which is right here. Type 50 and press Tab. And then we're going to type 10 in the width box and press Tab. And your dialog box should resemble figure 24 in your textbook on page 8-13 or mine on the screen. Click OK. And then note that the new stroke style has been added to the styles list as well. All right, we're going to create another new one. So we're going to click over here at New. We're going to type custom dot style in the name box. We're going to click the type list arrow, select dotted, and then in the pattern length box, we're going to type 1 and press Tab. Not 0.1, you want to make sure it's 1. And press Tab. And then note the change to the preview. The default dotted stroke is a pattern of dots that are evenly spaced regardless of the pattern length. All right, so we're going to click anywhere in the white space between the ruler to add another dot to the pattern. We're going to type 0.25 in the center text box. Press Tab. I know that was me, so we're going to delete that and just press 0.25 and press Tab. And your dialog box should resemble figure 22 in your textbook, or I'm sorry, figure 25 in your textbook or mine on the screen. Now we're going to click anywhere in the white space to the right of the new dot, add a new dot, another dot, noting the change to the preview. we're going to drag the triangle above the new dot until the value in the center text box reads 0.5. Geez Louise. Okay, I'm close enough there. All right. Your dialog box should resemble figure 26, or mine on the screen. There. And then click OK so that that new style stroke has been added to the list as well, which it has. So you'll be created a custom dash, dot, and stripe styles. All right, now we're going to apply those styles. So we're going to click OK in the stroke styles dialog box. We're going to get the selection tool, black tool, I already have that. And then we're going to click on the top line. We're going to click the type list arrow on the stroke panel. And we're going to click custom dash. Mine's a little bit different than what you'll see in the textbook. We're going to click the second line and we're going to apply the custom stripe. And then we're going to apply the custom dot. Now we're going to deselect all. We're going to click the second line. Oh, we're going to, all right, let's start over. We're on number 6, we're going to select all 3 lines. So I'm just going to take my black selection tool and drag an imaginary rectangle over all of those to get all 3 selected. Then we're going to change the weight on the stroke panel to 12 points. Here's the stroke panel, and we're going to change the weight to 12 points. Now it's a little bit more. We're going to deselect all, which is just click off the selection and it will deselect those. We're going to click the second line. We're going to click the gap color list arrow. And then we're going to click gold if it's not already selected, which mine was already selected. Deselect and compare your page to figure 27 or mine on the screen. And we can save our work. And I will be back later starting on the gridify behavior. This is kind of a fun exercise. See you probably later tonight or tomorrow morning.